You are now tuned in to The Fix Show.
Yeah, baby. Trase, I'm in the building.
What's going on, man? It's Prez here.
It's Chase Sims. You already know we live on YouTube. Subscribe, tap in, click that bell, please. Thank you.
Right, man. We here on the DSN network, DaMatrix Studios, The Fix Show. Another Wednesday in this building, man. All right, it's almost been a month. We've been part of the new family over here, you know. So shout out to everybody who's been tuned in and has been helping us make our clips go viral. That clip is still going.
Right, it's definitely. We got more clips, though.
Yeah, we got clips. We still ain't even put the math high for stuff out like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we here. Shout out to our sponsors, Bel Air. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Black Bottle Boys, man. Shout out to the Deacon, Vion, Bamboo, McQueen, Ultraviolet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We here, man. And we got the Bamboo. We got the Bamboo Coquito coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on that. You feel me? We're going to have the Bamboo Coquito coming. All right? Yeah, man. So, Chase Sims, what's up, man? How you doing? How was your weekend? How was your week?
Sheesh. My weekend was cool. Right now, just preparing for Thanksgiving. I went back to the gym again on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So, back working on that. I'm actually about to get some teeth straightened in Trase. My Invisalign starts on Monday. So, getting my teeth straightened.
Gotta get the smile, right?
Right. So, working on yourself, you know. Thanksgiving is here. It's finally tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to eat good with the family. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you know, House of Gold still going around. We got a lot of events. A lot of people are starting to get familiar with my event space.
Yes.
I appreciate all the support. Other than that, you know, just stay tuned. I got a lot of stuff coming up. My birthday coming up, as I already told y'all, December 29th. Capricorn season. Let's go. That's it.
Right. Prez, what's up, man? How you doing? How was your week?
Week was great. Damn, I forgot the name of the show. Y'all go on Netflix. And make sure y'all just tune into every show that's on there. Hold on. Shout out V Notes, the whole production team. Shout out Warren Went. You know what I'm saying? Go get that rap album. It's out now. You heard. Shout out Alexa. We doing some heavy things in these shows, man. In these films. We trying to get the the Marvels and all that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, but y'all make sure that I go check out Netflix and tune into the commercials that we get in our joints in, and I got Airbnbs. Don't forget, you know what I'm saying?
We gotta get the booking info so we could put it in the YouTube description so people can hit them up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, and the Twitch description. You know
we can do that. We can do that.
We do that.
Make sure we don't overbook in that case. Everybody try to book at one time with that shit.
We gotta make sure, man. We gotta make sure.
Yeah, man. Shout out everybody, man. What's going on, Trase? How you doing, man?
You know, I don't really do Thanksgiving too much. You know what I'm saying? I do it for the kids, but I don't celebrate.
Shout out my family. I'm sorry. I know I ain't gonna be with my family. Everybody down in Atlanta and everybody. So I love all y'all. You know, salute to everybody. I love my mom, love my sisters, and everybody gonna be together.
I don't do it like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't do Thanksgiving like that. I do it for the kids. You know, Mom Deuce cooking and all that, but I don't even eat Thanksgiving food. That's crazy. I don't.
I
don't celebrate it like that.
Because he's a picky eater. All he eats is chicken wings.
But the whole ambiance of Thanksgiving.
That's what I'm saying, though.
He don't even put ketchup on stuff.
You don't enjoy that? You don't enjoy that?
The what?
The ambiance of the
nah,
feel
because you gotta. I'm gonna keep it about. I don't really like talking about my personal life, but you gotta remember, man. Just because it's the holidays, it doesn't mean that everybody has the same family experience. It don't mean that everybody sit at a table, you know, with their family chopping it up. It don't mean that, you know, people cool with their moms or their dads or their brothers. You never know people's, you know.
True, but
you can't make it your own,
right? Because you could house hop.
I could, but you just don't know how people feel about the actual holiday. You know what I'm saying? Like how it makes them feel, whatever. So for me, Thanksgiving is just one of those that I just don't do for my own personal reasons. So if you know me, y'all have heard my story before. You know what I'm saying? But I don't do it. Christmas is different. New Year's different. When it comes to Thanksgiving, you know what I'm saying? It's another day for me.
Well, if you're
me personally,
if you're available, come kick it with the family.
Yeah, you told me.
I already invited you. I sent the invite out. You know what I'm saying?
You told me. I might take you up on that offer.
I'm having the Bel Air.
I might come with a case or something.
Come on,
I might come with a
case
or something.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Right now, today, this is an interesting episode.
Right. It's different. It's very different.
This young man, an interesting in an exciting way, interesting in a creative, artistic way, and you know, I might say some things that might upset some people out there, but I'm gonna say it how I'm gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? But today is about real hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Today is about real bars.
Mm-hmm.
Today is going to be the first freestyle of the Fix Show in like 4 or 5 years. We haven't done, and this is what the show was about when I first started the show.
Okay.
This was about freestyles. Like if you said you was a rapper in the beginning of the Fix Show 2015, 16, 17, and you came up saying you got bars and you ain't freestyle live, it was a done deal. You was probably never getting invited back to the show.
So you gonna be switching up the beat and all that? Like the
No,
old school way, or you just gonna
I don't
drop-
know what I'm gonna do yet.
Come on,
but
man.
I don't know what I'm gonna do
You gotta
yet.
keep it. You know what I'm saying?
But we're gonna have our first freestyle in a few years here today.
And if I must say, it's gonna be a barn burner.
Yeah, and this kid, I've been watching this kid, man.
It's
This
gonna
kid
be a barn burner.
This kid has been working very, very diligently out there. You know what I'm saying? And we've actually recently this year we've bumped into each other a couple times.
That's how you know you outside.
And you know, I don't go to every event. If I'm at an event, got to be something.
Right.
So if I'm there and he's there, that says something.
Right,
you know.
Right.
And it's a young kid, you know what I'm saying? He's not even 21 yet, man.
But
so
he's been doing it for a long time.
He working.
He's been doing it for a long time.
I'm not knocking him. I'm just saying,
though.
Yeah.
As young, it's like he probably got some more time in to have these young kids that's still probably still trying to do their music or just putting their music out.
Yeah.
25, 24 years old, still, or just starting and wanting to do music. We've been doing it since like 12. I mean, probably younger than that. We only got video of what I was seeing. I was like 12 years old.
Man. So you know, today's gonna be a very interesting show. It's gonna be very exciting, you know, for the hip hop fans out there. You know what I'm saying?
So who we got? Cause I'm waiting.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, in the building.
Hello.
Okay, represent Coney Island.
Yeah.
Brooklyn.
Okay. This young man is 20 years old.
Okay.
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 He's been co-signed by rap legends like Redman, Ice-T, Big Daddy Kane, Benny the Butcher.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So you know we talking hip-hop today when I say those names.
All right.
Okay? New York City, Coney Island, tri-state area, the whole digital world out there, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram. Let's give it up for the one and only Lil Dee. He's
What's
here,
up?
man.
What's
Let's
up?
give it
What's
up.
up?
Let's clap it
What's
up,
up,
man.
man?
Let's clap
It's
it
good
up,
to
man.
be here, man. I
He's here.
appreciate
Let's
y'all
clap it
for
up,
having
man.
me,
He's
man.
here,
Listen.
man.
What's up, man?
Lil
Real
Dee,
hip hop
what's
is in the
up,
building.
man? Yeah,
No
man.
doubt.
He's
I'm
here,
glad.
man.
I'm glad you guys had me up, man.
Yeah, man. You here, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you earned your way
Yeah.
to be here. You
Facts.
know what I'm saying? Because not everybody could be here. I'm sorry to say. Not everybody could be here. And people know what it is, you know?
So
Go ahead, Chase.
Lil Dee,
Yeah.
let the people know who you are real quick.
Yeah, for those of y'all who don't know, I go by the name of Lil Dee, a.k.a. Danny James. I'm an MC, songwriter, lyricist, whatever you want to call it, from Coney Island, Brooklyn, New York. You know what I mean? Putting on for real hip-hop for... I just turned 20, but I've been putting on and doing real hip-hop for... In February, it'll be 10 years since I wrote my first rhyme.
Dope.
So, you know, I've been doing it for a minute. Always trying to keep it lyrical, always trying to keep this shit real hip-hop, East Coast hip-hop, Brooklyn, New York hip-hop. And, you know,
So
if you don't know me, tap in, man.
Right.
So when was your birthday? You said your birthday just
Yeah,
passed?
I was just, it was just my birthday on the 17th.
All right, happy belated.
Appreciate you.
What's that, a Scorpio?
Yeah.
Got you. So when you turn 21, are you still going to be Lil D or you going to go to
So,
D?
yeah, I'm
Pause.
changing my name. I'm
right,
changing
right.
my name in the new year. I don't know exactly the date and time I'm going to change it, but I'll probably change it with a project that's coming up or something. I'm going to be changing my name to Danny James.
Okay.
Just feel like, listen,
grown,
like a
that's
lot of
grown.
people who've been around for a minute and watching me, like, they know I used to go do the ciphers when I was 12, 13 and do the freestyles and everything on the gram and, you know. And I was Lil D. I was a little kid, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm not a little kid no more. I got grown man bars. I make grown man music. And at the end of the day, I've grown as an artist and as a man and as a person. So it's like that Lil D name, listen, the ones who know me are going to know that name forever. But for my elevation to this next level in this game, you know, it's going to be Danny James. That's his name.
So let me say, you started with Lil Dee.
Yeah.
And I would say, even when I see some of those videos from back when you were 12 rapping, some of them still say AKA Danny James. So I feel like that won't be a hard transition for you to go into the Danny James name.
Yeah.
But how do you feel like again, me doing the research and seeing those 12-year-old bars, you saying now, y'all got grown man bars. I mean, you was cursing and you was doing all kind of crazy stuff back then at 12 years old. So where's the elevation you feel like that made you, even without the name change, just the elevation of where you feel like, I got to change my name because I am grown to this space now?
I mean, it's like, to be honest, I mean, the type of music that I've been making, like the music, not even just the freestyles. Like, listen, I've obviously gotten better with my bars and my wordplay, my lyricism, and doing subject matter, whatever. Like, I've obviously gotten better. I've grown with time, like anybody else would grow with time. But the thing is that the music I'm about to be making, like, I'm about to be making a lot of music about my life, shit I went through, you know what I mean? Things that people can relate to.
Right.
That's what I started wanting to do this for. Like, when I wrote my first rhyme, I was using hip hop as a form of therapy, you know, and I feel like something that's very much missing from the game, aside from the bars and the wordplay, whatever, from the mainstream. But, you know, putting that to the side for a second, I feel like there's not a lot of hip hop music that comes out where people hearing it, like feeling that person's pain and saying, damn, I could really relate to this. You know what I mean? Like, the party songs are cool to get the club jumping or whatever for the locker rooms. And listen, I got a bunch of shit like that in my catalog, but what I'm about to be doing is talking about my life, talking about things people can relate to, talking about getting my message out to the world, and talking about what's important. Because at the end of the day, those are the songs that stick with you. So that's my lane right now, and that's the lane I'm about to be heading down. So when I head down that lane, you know, that's a real grown-up lane to be heading down. And it's like Lil Dee is not suited for that, you know?
Heard you.
Right.
So I'm assuming. Well, we was talking off air, so I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna not be off air. What got you into rap and the influences that even made you want to write your first rap for therapy? Though, obviously, I mean, were you going through something? Was it family or was it just outlet?
Keep it a buck. Like, on the hip hop side, you know, and overall, like, when I was younger, bro, I had like the doctor told me I had the craziest ADHD that she ever saw in her 40 years of experience. You know what I mean? Like, I would go to school when I was a little kid, and it was hard to make friends because I was just so hyper. You know what I mean? Also had a lot of problems when I was a kid. You know, and it was a big thing. My father believed in me. My family believed in me. Doctors were telling my parents that I'd never be able to, you know, do certain things and become certain things, and I overcame all of it, you know? And I overcame it through hip-hop. But ultimately, when I was younger, when I was mad hyper and had this ADHD and all these problems and kids didn't want to really be around me, right? My pops took it into his hands to say, listen, I could be the hard father that gives my son tough love, or I could be my son's best friend so he doesn't feel like he don't have a friend in this world. You know what I'm saying?
Or be both.
Yeah, listen, he's like that, but, you know, he took it into priority to be that best friend for me. So we were together all the time.
Let me put some claps for that, man.
Shout out to my dad, man.
We gotta put some claps for that, man.
For sure. He always was a friend to me, and he always let me know I was never alone. And when we would drive around every day and chill, hip hop was always on in the car, you know?
Right.
Big, Run DMC, Beastie Boys, Nas, LL Cool J, Big L, Big Pun. You know, all the legends for real, you know. My dad used to do graffiti on the trains and break dance, and he was listening to hip hop back with like Jimmy Spicer and Spoonie G and shit, like the old school, really be Cold Crush Brothers, like that stuff. So
what ignited the fire to you to be like, yo, I want to become a rapper?
Yeah, so he was always playing that music. When you love something so much, you always want to be a part of it. You know what I mean? So it's like, I wanted to be a part of it. This is a culture that I love. This is something that I related to my whole life, that I love, that every single day I always have my headphones in. I was always listening to hip hop. Like, if you love something so much, why not just try and write your first rhyme, you know?
Right.
So I was in the room, I was penning a rhyme. I came out the living room, I was like, yo, Dad, what you think about this? And he was tripping. He was like, oh, keep doing it. It was like a fun little hobby, you know, fun thing. I used to do it at school, whatever, like, you know, battle people and shit. It was fun. But eventually it came to a point where I was like, you know what? This is something that I could really do for my life. Like, it's starting to really become something where I'm getting good at what I'm doing. So I started to really go hard with it, started putting it on YouTube, started putting it on Instagram. I'm not the type of guy where, like, my pops had a close friend in the business, like my uncle didn't work in the business. Like, it wasn't like that. There's people I know that are like that. That wasn't, like, I did not have a single connection in this shit. I was just a kid from Coney Island who loved rap music, who wanted to do it.
So how were you getting booked at these 12 at these battle raps at 12 years old? Who was out? Like, who was promoting you? Were you doing it yourself?
Nah, there was this platform on Instagram called Cypher Circuit. It's not around no more, but it was this thing where they would post a beat every single week, and like people who were rappers, trying to be rappers, or people who just wanted to do it for fun. It was an online community where they would rap on a beat. The top 10 submissions would get mentioned on the podcast that they did, and then they would invite a bunch of artists out to Philadelphia to do the cypher. So that's what I would do every week, and that kind of taught me consistency. Like,
who was
that,
driving you to Philly?
My pops.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, we got to shout out Pops again.
Just making sure. I figured it was. I just wanted to know.
Shout out Pops.
Nah, he's he been right there the whole time, but
Shout out to Pops.
I always
OG.
now for real. I used to just, that taught me consistency. Like, okay, this is going every week. I'm gonna try and be in those top 10 every single week, and I'm not gonna stop. So eventually, I got invited out to the cypher. I did my first cypher. Everybody was hyped, like, oh, and this is even still back when I was just doing it, like, oh, this is fun, you know?
Right.
And everybody's like, oh, look at this, like, cute little 12-year-old kid rapping on this beat, going crazy. That's fire, right? The next year they invited me to the cypher. I had a different outlook. Like, I'm like, this is really what I want to be doing.
Right.
This is what I want my life to be.
Right.
I'm going to be 13 this year. I'm going to go in and body everybody. And that's what I came in feeling like. And I did. And it was a very different reaction in that room when the first time everybody was cheering, clapping, oh, you know what I'm saying? The second time I went up there, it was different. And in that moment, I knew this is some shit for me. So I continued grinding on the gram, grinding on YouTube, but what happened was Michael Rappaport saw my post. He was rocking with it. He threw it up on his page. Lord Finesse saw it, threw it up on his page. And Vinny Paz saw it after that and threw it up on his page.
Shout out to Lord Finesse.
Yeah, Lord Finesse a legend, man.
Shout out Mike Rappaport, too.
Yeah. And Vinny Paz too, man. Underground rap Philly, you know what I mean? But, you know, it was crazy. My page went from like 5,000 followers to, I don't know, like 25,000 in one day.
Right.
Then I went up to Tracks NYC to do a freestyle competition. I was 13. I battled like 20 people ranging from 25 to 35 years old. I beat out everybody. I won the chain and the post on World Star. And after that, you know, it was just kind of like I was off to the races, you know. People were noticing me. I was getting booked for more shows. I was, you know, getting more opportunities, and the rest is history, man.
Right,
so
man.
what was life like for you being a kid from Coney? Like, you know, what was it like growing up in Coney Island, like, for you?
I mean, listen, it was, I would have to say that also influenced my rapping too a lot, because, you know, shout out to Nems, but like
Shout out to Nems, man.
something
Shout
a lot
out
of
to
people,
Nems.
something a lot of people might not know is like when I was younger, you know, he was still selling his merch and shit, not like to the extent he is now with the store and everything, but he would be selling his merch, and I remember going to cop a hat. I was like, yo, Nems, I got bars for you, you know? And I spit a rap for him. He stopped every car on Mermaid Avenue, made people get out their cars, made people come out the barbershop. He's like, yo, listen to this fucking kid rap, you know? And he brought me out at my first show, always showed love, and it's like being from Coney Island, things I learned from Nems also was like consistency and always repping where you're from and never forgetting where you're from. I mean, Nems is blowing up so big now, he never forget Coney Island. Like, he's still Coney Island in every song. FYL store is in Coney Island. It's like, he taught me, like, to know where you're going, you really got to always remember where you're from. And I took pride in always, like, saying, you know, Coney Island in every rap and repping Coney. And that was a big thing for me. Because also, you know, Brownsville got a lot of rappers from Brooklyn, you know.
Shout out to Brownsville.
Yeah, shout to Brownsville, shout to Bed-Stuy, shout to Flatbush, shout to
the whole Brooklyn.
Yeah, shout to whole
Heights,
Brooklyn.
you know the
But
vibes.
you know what? The fact of the matter is, like, Coney Island, Nems really is the first, like, rapper to reach that height from Coney Island. But, you know, he also taught me, like, you got to really want to be the one to make it from this neighborhood and put on for the neighborhood.
So
And
what you coming up in the game, right? And you met a lot of big bros, OGs, people from different eras. Is there any specific advice that, somebody gave you that you can mention and that you really lived by or worked on,
Yeah, bro. Redman told me when I first met Redman. That's my guy. Shout out to my big unk, man. When I first met Reggie, he was like, he heard me rap. He thought it was dope, and he was just spitting game. And he was telling me, like, listen, the way to really get ahead in this industry or any industry is stop making everything so about business. And when you make a connect with somebody, make sure they know that you're not just there to use them for a connect. You know what I mean? Build a real relationship with that person. Because a lot of people in here, I was just talking to you outside, a lot of people, especially in today in hip hop, this shit is really pay to play a lot of stuff. There's a lot of rappers, they'll pay for a feature from a bigger artist. You ain't even got the connect. You know what I mean? You'll pay to get your shit on this page.
Video.
Yeah. No, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're not gonna have that connection. You're not gonna build a friendship. Like he told me, listen, it is business, and obviously it's business, and you gotta treat it like a business. But within the business, that don't mean that you can't build friendships. That don't mean that you can't build a real relationship with these people. Never ask for nothing. Just work hard, and it's gonna come your way. Sure. And still to this day, that's what I live by. Like you could really ask anybody that knows me in this game, they'll know I never asked for nothing. They know all I ever did was support. Because that's how I am. That's the type of person I am. But Redman really put it into words for me about hip hop, and that's something I still live by to this day. And any up and coming artists right now, like if you're gonna go out and network, don't be telling people like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yo, jump on the feature for this. Do this. That's a way to turn somebody off, Like you gotta show people you a fan of their shit. You got mad love for them. You're going to be a fan no matter what. And you doing your thing and you working hard. And you don't need nothing from them except for them to watch you do what you're doing. And if that's how you go about it, then you're not even going to have to ask for nothing. You're going to build that relationship.
Organically.
Exactly.
It comes organically.
Everything should come organically, man.
Right,
that's
right.
The biggest thing.
So let us tap into a different part of your career. Like you've had features on songs with like Kool G Rap, Nems, J Dilla, RJ Payne, a couple other people. You've been consistent with your music. 2024, what would be your best feature that you've done thus far in your career?
The best feature I did in my career. I mean, that Kool G Rap shit was crazy, man. I couldn't even believe it.
Not a lot of people get Kool G Rap, nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Domingo hit me. That's the homie. Shout out to Domingo. It's been love for a long time. And they were doing the album. He was like, yo, he like, G Rap wants like a up and coming artist that from your generation that's like really out here doing it. I showed him your stuff, like he wants you to jump on the album. So I'm like, yo, that's crazy. So I literally I sent him back the verse that day. The day he sent me the beat, I sent him back the verse. Yeah, I couldn't wait. It's G-Rap, man. It's fucking legend.
Right.
But that's a big one. The joint I did with Dilla, it's not out yet. It's on Drez's project. Black Sheep Drez is coming out. He got that Dilla and Drez project that he's been working on. Cool. Yeah, he's always showed love. He brought me out at Rock the Bells Festival in 2023. Nice. But it's been love for a long time. And that's another crazy one because I'm born in 04, man. Dilla died when I was 2 years old. So that's the craziest shit for me. Like, you go your whole life as a fan of J Dilla, listening to Dilla's music, like admiring the way he can pretty much sample anything and like revolutionized a whole way of making beats. He's phenomenal with that, and he's a legend. And I never thought, you would never think like, oh, I'm born in 04. I started rapping in like 2015, 16. There's no way that I'm gonna ever have a joint with J Dilla. And and it's a real joint too. It's like a beat that was never used. Like Mom Dukes gave Drez a whole bunch of beats that Dilla never gave to anybody, and he's building that project. And I remember he had me go to the old DITC studios to record it. So not only did I get to do a joint with Dilla, but I got to record in the same room as my favorite rapper, Big L, and have Showbiz engineering it. And it was dope. Yeah, it was.
That whole sentence was crazy.
Type shit. That might have to be my favorite.
Right.
So that's probably my favorite.
So going back to the G Rap joint, let's just keep it a buck. Like, this wouldn't be the Fix Show if I wouldn't ask, if we wouldn't ask. Who had the better verse?
Damn, bro. I can't be. I can't
Don't
be.
answer.
I'm not answering.
Don't answer.
G-Rap's a legend, man. He did his thing. That album's fire.
Okay,
Check it out.
Can I?
Fact.
You know, we journalists. We gotta ask.
Nah, I feel you.
Okay, let me flip it. Do you think your bars were up to par with his?
They were for the track and the album. It was definitely up to par. You know what I mean? I held my own. Listen, my thing is like.
That's what counts.
Yeah, listen, that's what counts. I was just talking to R.A. the Rugged Man about this the other day. We just did a show in Philly. Like, you know, if you're a rapper and you're really about this rap shit, no matter who you're on a song with, whether it's somebody at your level or a legend that you grew up listening to, or somebody that's the biggest artist in the world, like. You know, if you really have that competitive hip-hop spirit, you're going to want to go on that any joint and give it the best verse possible, you know? I don't pull no punches. I don't hold anything back. Anytime that I ever do a joint with anybody, my objective is always going to be to have, you know, the best verse. That's what I want to do. Right. You know what I mean?
But I think every rapper thinks like that. You know
every rapper thinks like that.
That's
you know?
what I just said.
Yeah, that's
right.
what like. There's a lot of rappers I know that, you know, they don't stress about like, oh, like I'm trying to have the best verse. They just, you know, they catch a vibe. And,
that means they're artists.
Yeah, listen, it's an art. Exactly.
They're artists.
A rapper, you know, that's the objective. But that's always been my objective. And listen, it's come back to bite me in the ass a few times. I come into studios and done shit one take and bodied shit and then got taken off joints or whatever, you know. But it's just all in the game.
Right. It's part of the culture. It's part of the industry. Second question. So let's fast forward to present time. Yeah. You currently have a dope commercial with the Knicks. Yeah. Now you already, you know what I'm saying? Like, I already tipped my half off to you just for being a lyricist. You get a double salute for being on a Knicks commercial. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know, we spoke outside offline, and I had that experience for the last 2-3 years, and to see another New Yorker, you know, like yourself, get blessed with that opportunity and do great. You did great. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that opportunity. How did it come about?
Yeah, bro. So when last season, like in January, you know, I was home. I was sick, like for 2 weeks. You know what I mean? And I like bad sore throat, couldn't even rap. And I had nothing to do. Like all my boys were away on some vacation. You know what I mean? I was in the crib just doing nothing because there was nothing I could do. You know, and I was just watching Knicks every day. I loved the Knicks my whole life. Obviously, my dad is a Knicks fan. My grandfather was a Knicks fan.
Talk about it.
Listen, that's the New York. That's New York. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you're from New York, you're a Knicks fan.
Right.
I don't want to throw shade to any other teams, man.
Throw all the shade you want. I got your back. We here.
If you're from New York and you're not a Knicks fan, I don't know what the fuck
Shout to the New Jersey Nets.
Yeah, shout to the New Jersey Nets. You're right. You're right.
Shout to the New Jersey
Nets. And I got to tell people that sometimes, but it's all good.
We
you know?
here. What's up?
Listen, so I was watching them every day, and it's like I was finally getting that feeling like, yo, this team is going crazy. We had just gotten OG, you know, Brunson, OG. Shout out to Randall, man. It's always love to Randall. And I was like, yo, I got to write a rap about this. So once I wasn't sick no more, I wrote a rap. I name dropped everybody on the team. I threw it up. You know, Allen Houston saw it. He followed me. Now we have a very nice friendship. Shout out to Allen Houston. That's my guy.
Shout out to the legend.
Yeah, man. That's for real a legend. And that's my guy, man. He's always showing love. So shout out to Allen Houston. You know, Starberry, he's Coney Island. So we've been cool for a long time. Since I'm like a freshman in high school, we've been cool.
Right.
So, you know, he obviously showed love to it. Barton Hahn played the joint live on the radio that I did. And it just, everything started to come together. So I got hit up by MSG Networks and also, you know, the New York Knicks. And they wanted me to come do a commercial. But also, I was on the way to Long Island one day. I get a phone call from a number I don't have, and I pick up, and he goes, yo, what's up? I go, who's this? He goes, yo, it's Wes. I was like, Wes, Worldwide Wes? He's like, yeah, man. I was like, what the fuck? I said, what's up, Wes? He's like, where you at? I said, I'm heading to Long Island. He goes, turn around, come to the Garden. So I was like, shit.
You got to turn around?
Yeah, hell yeah, I turned right around. Right. I went to the Garden. They had me, like, right behind the Knicks bench. You know, and then I went to the suite. I was there with Wes, Allen Houston, the guy, shout out to my guy David, who runs the Knicks social media. and Leon Rose was in there too, and it was crazy. Like during halftime, I was in there, and you know they were just like, "Yo, listen, we want to do some work with you. You know, we see that you're putting on for New York hip hop, and you got mad love for the Knicks. You know, come through and do that commercial. We're gonna have you do some shit for the social media. Let's continue to build the connect." And I was like, hell yeah. So still to this day, I'm building that connect, and it's love. I got to do a rap for Walt Frazier's birthday for their Instagram that they played at his birthday party and everything.
Nice. That's
yeah,
dope.
it was dope,
Legendary.
man.
Wow.
Yeah, listen, and I got to chop it up with Clyde after, which
Nice.
was dope.
A lot
you
of
know,
people
I got,
don't get that chance,
Yeah, now
man.
listen, I got to chop it up with Patrick Ewing, which was fucking crazy.
Right.
All of them, man. Latrell Sprewell and all of them, man. Everybody. I got to chop it up with everybody. As a kid who grew up on the Knicks, whose dad grew up on the Knicks, whose grandpa grew up on the Knicks, like it was a dream come true. And
That's
you know,
what's up.
I'm happy to be doing shit with them. If you're in New York or in the area and you got MSG networks, and you got the game on, make sure you pay attention to the commercials because you're gonna see my commercial.
Well, you know, I gotta extend the invite out to you is only right. December 19th, okay? Myself and Knicks Omni fan, we doing a viewing party for the Knicks game.
Hell yeah.
Won't you come
No,
through?
yeah, I'll come through.
You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure,
I
bro.
invited Graf, Math Hoffa, Kai
Dope.
Baby, you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
shout out to Graf, man.
Chase Sims gonna be in the building, you know what I'm
Dope.
saying? We
Yeah.
you know, we sponsor those events with Bel Air and all that, so you know, I want you to come through.
Yeah,
meet
definitely
some
come
of
through.
the Knicks people, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely,
and
man.
come chop it up. Who knows what could happen?
Yeah, you're right,
You
man.
feel me?
I
And maybe,
appreciate that.
Maybe Kaya could do a remix to New York Energy with
Maybe.
with Lil Dee. You know, who knows?
So
Why you
Lil-
said it like that? You kind of said it like a funny way.
no, I mean that would be dope. Like, you know, it's for the culture, and like this is New York. Like that's really all I'm about too. So
Okay, nice. Just
so
had to say.
if somebody was visiting New York, what would you tell them to eat from New York?
Damn, bro. I'm Italian, so it's a little different.
Okay.
But I'm
Give,
not,
give
I'm,
him your Italian. Give him
but
your,
I'm gonna keep it a buck, right? I never say
A
this shit,
New
too.
York dish.
No, like a New York dish. Yeah, you're right.
it could
Not
be
a dish. It could be
It could be a
a
dessert. It could be anything.
anything from
you
New York.
Suggest that if somebody came to New York, they like,
Let's
what
see
should
if
I
you're
try
really
out?
from New York,
What would
man.
you
Let's see if you're
suggest
really from New York.
in New York.
Bro, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing before I have this answer because I'm probably gonna answer a crazy ass answer and everybody's gonna be like, "What the fuck?" But I'm gonna tell you this, right? And it sounds mad stupid, but it's a fact, bro. I gotta listen, and this is real. I'm not I'm not one of these yuppies that have a lactose intolerance. I dead ass have a fucking dairy allergy. You know how people have peanut allergies? I got a dairy allergy, like
Gotcha.
some serious shit. So. I cannot have milk, I cannot have cheese, and I got a gluten allergy, so I can't have fucking bread, I can't have nothing.
We not inviting you out to eat.
Nah, listen.
no.
There's options now. You know, I'm happy that I'm born now and I wasn't born before because
Right.
there's mad options for that shit now. But, you know, being around people, because I just be eating a whole different shit. I mean, like on my Italian side, go through the L&B's, you know what I mean, in Brooklyn.
Okay.
And, you know, some New York shit, just go get a chopped cheese or whatever, you know what I mean?
There you go. There you go.
So let me
There you go.
let me ask all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Even our studio producer. You know what I'm
up,
saying?
bro? What's
I gotta ask this. So would you say at this point that chopped cheese has exceeded
A Philly cheesesteak?
A bacon, egg, and cheese?
a hot dog?
You know what? Bacon, egg, and cheese, I changed my
what?
I actually
What's
fuck with
your
bacon, egg, and
question?
cheese.
Has it
Has a
exceeded
chopped
hot dog,
cheese
a
in New
glizzy?
York? Has a chopped cheese in New York City, 5 boroughs? Has that
Yes.
exceeded?
The
Yes.
answer is
Yo,
yes.
bro,
An
the
American
only spot,
hot dog?
The only
Hell yeah.
spots. The only
Because you know,
spot-
hot
wait,
dog
wait.
is always pizza.
Not for
hot dog,
tourists. Not
It
for
was only
tourists.
two
I guess.
spots. It's only two spots you get hot dogs from.
papayas.
No,
What?
no,
What?
no.
Oh hell
Nah,
no!
you
You
bugging.
wow.
I'm about to put
That's
y'all.
that
They
young
not,
shit.
they not from
Papayas
Brook-
is
y'all not
definitely-
You
from Brooklyn.
bugging out.
But it's New
Y'all
York
not
though. We
from
talking about
You-
New York.
You're gonna say
bugging.
Nathan's?
So
Papayas.
let
Talking
me
about
talk.
Nathan's?
So let me
You're
talk.
gonna say Nathan's?
I'm gonna say Nathan's.
Okay.
Over
then I got-
papayas?
That's number
Hell
one. Yes,
no.
that's
Nathan's
number
I
is
mean,
one.
they both.
legendary.
They both.
Wow.
They both.
Hold on,
I got
hold
you.
on,
I got
hold
you.
on, hold on.
I can
I'm
respect
still
that.
going.
I can respect that.
And then the Brooklyn
Clip
spot.
this. This
Hold
is going
on,
up.
Hold on,
Clip
hold on,
this.
hold on.
Put the timestamp
Go ahead.
now.
Hold
Hold
on.
on. And then the Brooklyn spot that just closed. It's called like Frankster or something like that. It's right downtown Brooklyn. Biggie even shot videos around it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if everybody know, but in Brooklyn, downtown Brooklyn, there's a hot dog spot that everybody goes to. You don't go to the trucks.
No.
I got what you're saying, though. But when he's asking is a more general question,
no,
though.
but I promise you, it's
if you from
Nathan's,
Brooklyn, that's like me saying,
bro,
hold on, that's like me saying Gabby's and margaritas and pizza.
You're
like,
not gonna
in Queens.
Bro, we can put up a poll.
You can talk about
we can put up a poll. We're gonna say papaya.
He
we
got
gonna say
the
Frankster spot
timestamp.
downtown
We're putting
Brooklyn,
it up.
and we're gonna say Nathan's. The Brooklyn shit is gonna be number one, and then it's gonna be Nathan's. Papayas, that shit is everywhere, right? I get it. They done franchised out like McDonald's.
No, but before all of that,
Nathan's and the Brooklyn spot. Those are the two ones.
Papayas was definitely
Bro,
before all that franchising shit.
Papayas
Papayas was
I
definitely
promise
up
you. I promise you. Coney Island.
I remember as a kid.
Everybody went to Coney Island.
I'm just saying. I remember as a kid going to the city and seeing that Papayas line.
My mom would not
down the block.
My mom would not allow me to eat from a truck. And if you realize, like,
I'm not talking about trucks though. We're talking about let's go with Papayas and Nathan's.
Papayas. How long has it been around in New York? Because Nathan's was
when I was clubbing in the 90s. This is like,
all right, we're gonna put up the poll.
Papayas 4 o'clock in the morning after the club. Like that's what it was.
That's what I'm saying. That line is
you
crazy.
You
all right.
No, that's an age thing.
Yeah,
that's an age thing. That's an age thing.
All right,
we're gonna put up a poll, but that your answer is definitely an age thing.
All right, because it's Coney Island. I'm telling you, it's two spots.
Kid from Queens.
You be surprised. What?
Nah, that's what's up though.
Yeah.
So you saying your answer is LB LP
L&B's
If
is
you
a
were
staple.
you like some Italian joints.
Yeah. And listen, I'm a shout out to Nathan's. You know, Coney Island guy represent.
Right.
But yeah, chopped cheese if you're from New York. If
You ever been downtown Brooklyn?
Yeah. I used to go to school over there.
You know the hot dog spot I'm talking about that sell like the hot
You
sausages
still going
and stuff
at
like that? It's like
Which spot?
It's one. It's only one. It's on the corner. It was on the corner.
If you got to do all that convincing, it's a rap.
Yeah,
bro.
type shit.
Like,
I'm
it's
you're
a rap.
right.
It's
I
a rap.
promise. All right.
Now listen. Age gap as well. So
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
just keep it.
yeah,
I mean, they're not that far apart.
that's that.
But either way,
Nah.
I mean, if we talking New York, we talking. I guess what pizzas.
So
hot
you
dogs,
telling me
and
when somebody come to New York, you gonna take them to Papaya?
Hell yeah.
Nah.
Nah, but
You're gonna go to the Brooklyn spot I'm talking about. I promise you.
Nah, I'm not bringing them to no hot dog spot. If I'm talking, if I'm
know,
bringing to New
but
York.
if you like,
If they want a New York type of food, like real New York, like some street food, like
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a chopped
papayas-
cheese.
Yeah. No, he said, "Would you?" He didn't say if
No,
that's
you
the
said
only.
the whole
I mean,
the question was
if we-
where would
no,
you
what
take
he
them?
said.
All right, like,
he said
if-
you not gonna take somebody to Papayas. I would.
I mean, I don't know. I
But
probably
if we
wouldn't. I
being
probably wouldn't.
real, if
Not
we being
today.
real, right?
Oh, you chiming in? Okay,
Nah,
go
like,
ahead. Yeah,
bro,
go
yeah,
ahead.
if we being real, like the three most iconic.
Wait, hold on. Let people know who you are.
Is Stoddy, the engineer from DSN.
Don't get
but-
nervous now.
Nah, ain't nobody getting no
Okay.
nervous. None of
Okay.
that. But if we being real, it's three iconic foods that like kind of
To your
that's kind of stand out, right?
Okay,
So
go
you
ahead.
have your pizzas, like he said, and you are right. There was hot dogs that
Bro,
was banging it. Wait, hold
This
on,
is the
Rock.
spot right here. I promise you. You never seen this before, D?
I never seen.
Nah, I think
never
I
seen
have
it?
seen
I've
that
seen
before.
that.
Come on, bro.
No, I have
Nobody
seen
knows
that. No, you're right.
Bro,
You're
I've
right.
worked
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Brooklyn.
I saw that.
I've been there,
Like,
bro.
where the camera at? Show the camera, please.
Look,
Show the camera.
it's showing.
Show the camera.
I've
You
been
wildin'. You
working
never
in
seen
Brooklyn
never
all
seen
my
it.
life. Never, ever in my life
never
have
heard of
I seen
it.
that.
Never
This
heard
shit
of
been
it.
around for over 20, 30
Ever.
years.
Nah,
It's
I'm
very
not
You're
doubting
not
you.
gonna hear that
I'm
with
not doubting
papayas.
you.
I'll tell you that much.
For it to focus, you got to put it by your face. Remember, because it's
1987,
focused on
bro.
your face.
1987.
All right,
bro.
all
This
right,
shit
we're
is
gonna
like-
throw
you
it
never
up.
seen that
We're
shit?
gonna throw the
Yeah, I
clip
seen that
up.
before. I seen that.
We got the
Crazy, nigga.
timestamp.
Biggie
We
was
got
right on the
okay. You ain't
corner.
gotta
When
argue
he
with
rapping
me.
this shit when he was coming
We
up,
got the
that's when he was
timestamp.
at.
Nah, yeah, we gonna throw the
We
poll
got
up.
the
Oh, what we
timestamp. We're
talking about?
gonna throw the clip
But
up and see who say
Hold
I think
on,
what.
I think what happened
alright.
is like when you think about it, Philadelphia has an iconic sandwich, right? The Philadelphia cheesesteak, obviously. New York was known sandwich wise for pastrami's. If people didn't know, that's where everybody came for our little big, huge pastrami on white bread sandwiches. But I think what started to happen as people started to get like inventive with sandwiches, because I remember being in the Bronx, 12 years old, a chopped cheese used to be $2. Same thing in Harlem. It wasn't matched to the same price as a Philly cheesesteak just
Wait,
because the meats
so-
were.
Well,
So nobody eat bologna no more?
okay. So
over for bologna?
hold on a second. I don't want us to get
Can't remember the last
too
time I had a
crazy
slice of
about the.
bologna,
Hold
bro.
on a second.
Nah, but I'm just saying, I think chopped
No,
cheese
hold on a
replaced
second.
the hot dog.
Hold on a
Yes.
second.
Facts.
I'm gonna be 1,000, but this is really about D. He's here.
This nigga crazy.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Like in New York, from my experience, I think I'm the oldest one here. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? It's always been the pizza, the hot dog, and then
A burger.
like either
I got
a
you.
bacon,
Pizza,
egg, and
burger,
cheese,
yes.
or here they call it steak and cheese.
I get where
Right.
you're
You know
coming
what I'm
from.
saying?
I get where you're coming from.
Honestly, I didn't start
like,
ordering
as a
a
New
chop.
York
Hold on a
staple,
second.
it is a hot
Hold on a
dog.
second.
It is
I
a
didn't
hot dog,
start
but now,
ordering.
yeah.
I didn't start ordering the actual term chopped cheese.
Right.
Till like maybe 7 years
So
ago.
you got put on.
No, I didn't get put on to anything. I kept hearing it, so
Bro,
I'm
which
like,
one's
okay, let me
better?
order
Which
it.
one's
But
better?
I know.
Trace.
But even
Which
when
one's
you
better?
used to say,
Trace.
before you
'Cause
said
all
Philly
I-
cheese,
Can we-
because I'm with
hold
you.
on,
I
hold on.
never used to say Philly cheese. I used to say steak and cheese.
Yeah, steak
Right?
and cheese.
Come back
right.
this way.
Yeah.
Well, let's go around the room. Philly cheese or chopped cheese or hot dog?
Any hot dog
Bro, I
or
don't-
papayas.
Bro, I don't care.
If it's
Chopped
papayas,
cheese,
I'm gonna go
you
papayas.
cheating. It's either chopped. There's no one place for a chopped cheese. You
Right.
get what I'm saying? You go everywhere for a chopped
I'm
cheese.
telling you, I'm gonna go with papayas.
So you going with hot dogs?
I'm gonna go with papayas.
I think papaya.
Prez.
You know I'm going with the choppy.
D.
Yeah, I can't have cheese. I'm going with the hot dog.
All right,
All
2
right,
and 2
copy.
right here. 2 and 2. All right, I
Alright,
guess
so
you're gonna be
I'm
the
gonna
one
go
to
chopped cheese
to-
because I feel like it's universal. Like you
Right.
could go anywhere, not anywhere, but you can tell them how to make your chopped cheese.
You can't go everywhere and order a chopped cheese. I'm
You
gonna tell
can't
you
go
that right
anywhere
now.
and order a
Nah, you
hot dog.
And
bro.
tours
You get
around
sick.
all the states, you
get
cannot
sick.
do it.
You get sick eating a hot dog from
can't do it.
anywhere.
You can't do
they
it.
Be, yo, bro, I used to hear stories about them trucks.
And,
That's
and-
why
and the
I
last
knows.
thing, the
All right,
last
hold
thing
on.
I'll say too, even when it comes to like chopped cheese or steak and cheese, a lot of other delis they use like pastrami or they use like some other type of meat, roast beef. You know what I'm saying? To call it that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people do
They're
that.
customs.
So you got to really pay attention to what you're ordering and how they make it for you. But anyway,
Look,
we're gonna put the thing up.
Let's get to the freestyle, bro. Because
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
come back to
Okay.
a different conversation. Let's
We can't just go
Bro,
into the
I think we
freestyle.
should, man.
Can't
I think
just
we
throw me.
should, 'cause
That gotta be a build up to that. You can't do that. We gotta do a build up to
throwing
that.
me off.
Okay, no, so we good. So we apologize for
No,
going,
you good.
you know, into the conversation,
listen,
whatever.
that's
But
good,
we
that's good.
appreciate it.
He from New York. What are you talking
Shout
about?
out to the engineer. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we spoke about, you know, your history with, you know, the battle raps and your features and doing the stuff with the Knicks and, you know, some producers that you grew up listening to. What is Lil Dee? What is D currently working on now? What's in the works right now? What's popping right now with D?
I'm just working on mad projects right now, working on getting together a bunch of singles and songs that kind of fit in the lane that I was kind of telling you guys about earlier, you know, as well as just trying to really get booked at as many shows as I possibly can, as well as trying to, you know, be outside as much as I can, network with as many people as I can, and maximize these opportunities coming my way. That's really what I'm all about. Like, I feel like I really spent 2024 trying to figure things out. And I feel like I'm in a place where 2025 now I really have the knowledge and the wisdom and the understanding and the plan to really take this shit to a whole nother level.
Got you. So where do you see yourself 2025?
I definitely see myself on a tour of some sort. I never toured. I was in high school, you know what I mean? I used to have people calling me to go on tours and I was in high school, you know, and it's rough, you know. But now I'm not in school no more. I'm definitely going to go on tour. I'm definitely going to be, you know, touching these areas that I never touched before, doing bigger and better things in New York as well.
Right.
Going to be out in Cali more. So shout out to, I went to Cali for the first time this past summer to do Rhyme Fest, and Gary V also had me come out there for the VCon thing, and I was up at Sirius XM over there too, a couple other things. But, you know, I'm definitely going to be out there more. There's a lot of opportunities out there that I haven't even been able to touch because I've been here for so long. So those are two things. Another thing is just a lot more music, you know. A lot of people know me for my freestyles on Instagram and things like that, but
I've seen them.
Yeah, listen, for sure, but I'm going to be putting a lot more emphasis on my actual music, you know what I mean?
dope.
More
That's dope.
more music videos, more opportunities based around that, and hopefully more working with Knicks and the brands like the Knicks and
glad-
things like that, you
Good
know?
to hear it. Good to hear
What
it.
about
man.
other artists?
Yeah, I definitely listen. Listen, if you out here and you establish and making a name for yourself and you're a rapper and you really trying to work, I really.
are
A
you-
rapper.
are
If you got bars for real.
in tune or would like to like or I don't want to say fan, but supporters of any other upcoming artists that you know got in your playlist?
I mean, yeah, man. Listen, shout out. Obviously, as I said, shout out to Nem. Shout out to OT the Real. Shout out to
OT, my guy.
Yeah. Shout out to RJ Payne. That's my dude.
I mean, you work with them already. What about people?
I haven't worked with OT.
Okay.
I have nothing with RJ Payne out yet.
Okay.
But I'm definitely
So is there
looking to do
anybody
that.
you looking for?
I want to work with. Hopefully, I get that feature with Redman this year.
That's
you
what I
know,
was about to ask.
you know. As always, I would definitely love to maybe do something with Benny. Benny has showed me love for a long time. When I was 14 and I performed at the Lyricist Lounge, and I was the youngest to ever
Shout out
do
to
it.
Lyricist Lounge.
Yeah, like
Shout out to Danny Castro.
Yeah, shout out to them, man. They
Yeah.
put me on. I was 14. They had to keep me downstairs at SOBs because I couldn't go upstairs.
Yeah,
and
man,
Benny
shout
was like, yo, listen, have that kid come down here. Let me drop some gems, you know. And he gave me a bunch of advice I still hold with me to this day.
That's what's up.
And you know, definitely would love to do a joint with Benny. There's a lot of people out here. Like I'm a fan of anybody that's really out here rapping. You know.
I'm gonna talk to Graph for you, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's
I'ma talk to Graph,
shout
man.
out to Graph too, man. That's the homie. I would love to do some work with Graph. That would be
I
dope.
can hear you and Graph on the
Yeah,
joint.
for sure. I mean, I just did a joint with Terminology.
That's
Shout
my
out
guy.
to her.
That's my guy.
Yeah. I got a joint with Razcast.
You gonna be at the term tech thing? All right, we're gonna be there.
Yeah, me and Tech gonna do a joint this year. I got a
Shout
song
out to
with
Smith and Wesson.
I got a song with Diamond D and Mickey Fax on Diamond D's next
Shout out to
album.
both of them too. Yeah, good guys.
So
I saw you
listen,
on Static Show too when you did the
Yeah, I did the
freestyle.
freestyle. I've freestyle on Static Show a few times.
Yeah, man. So you got a lot coming up. You got a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? We gonna play a quick game. You know what I'm saying? But before we gonna play the game and then we gonna go into the freestyle. Okay, we gotta do a little build up. We can't just jump into fire like Chase want us to. You know what I'm saying? We can't just jump into the fire.
All right.
So before the
You
game,
dragging it.
before we get into the game, I just want to ask you a hip hop question. You know what I'm saying? Quick question.
Let's do it.
Whatever you say, we just go into the game. All right. Reservoir Dogs.
Okay.
Who had the best verse?
Reservoir Dogs were the best verse.
My fault.
You go, bro.
Jada, Sauce Money, Beanie Siegel, Styles P, Sheik,
Oh,
Hove.
I'm gonna go with Jada, man.
yeah.
Good answer. Good answer.
Listen,
okay, good
listen.
answer.
I feel like Jadakiss gets left out of a lot of people's top 10
Features,
Yeah,
and features.
Listen, and features. But I'm just telling you, like Jada is really one of the best to ever do it, and one of the best to ever do it out of New York. I got a lot of inspiration from Jada and DMX and those guys that I feel like. You know, I never get the opportunity to really give them their flowers because I'm always talking about like Big L and Big and Hove and Pun and Nas, but I got to give my flowers to Jada.
I mean, listen.
and I got to
if-
give it to X.
If you do
I can hear that
if
within
you
your
do
style
a
as well,
song or a remix and Jada's on the song or the remix,
Yeah, he bodied it.
it's gonna be very tough to out rap him on anything. It's gonna be very tough. I can't name 10 songs where people out rapped him.
I can't,
You know what I'm
don't
saying?
I don't know if I can name 5 songs where people really out rapped him. You're right. Like,
I can't.
Not because, listen, even if somebody had like a great verse on a song with Jadakiss never had a bad verse. Jadakiss never had a verse that was not up to par. Like every time Jada picks up the mic and does his thing, he really establishes himself on every single song and makes himself known. Like you're going to always finish the song saying, whether it's Jada killed that or blah blah blah, and Jada killed that.
What
You're never gonna
I've
say Jada
seen
didn't body it.
throughout your raps, since all the YouTubes, I mean, since 12, you can clearly see. You can't see that a lot of times in a lot of these artists or whatever, or who they might be inspired by. But since coming up and watching these past couple of weeks, watching your stuff, it's been like, I see the lyricism. I see the from like Jada. I see the wittiness that you have, that the aggression that you would get from DMX. Like I can see like these things, these attributes, and I see them grow as I'm watching different freestyles, as I'm watching you in these different elements. One space you on the stage, one space you behind the radio desk, one stage you just right in front of everybody with the camera in front of you.
Yeah.
Like you bring all of those things into every one of your raps. So I mean, again, like I told you, we don't get that these days. It's very, very. You can tell these artists, they just everybody's copy and paste, and that's no disrespect to nobody.
No,
Again,
you're right,
it's
bro.
just a lot of copy and paste. Oh, this flow works. This flow works. This sounds good. I've watched you and I've seen you switch your flows up. You don't sound like the next artist or rapper that's doing it. Like, so again, when you are from New York, I feel like people should take a blueprint out of your book, especially with you being so young and having the confidence to stay and stick to that style. Like New York doesn't have that sound anymore, our own. So for the people, I told Ron this last week, I also told Matt this as well. It's not too many of y'all that's still kind of keeping the essence of, and for you to be young again. It's
especially
just,
my age.
Yes.
I mean, aside from shout out to the Hoodies and Young Papa, man. But
Hoodies dope.
Shout
that's
out
my
to
dude.
Hoodies,
Shout out Kid Capri, too.
Shout out Kid Capri. But those are my guys. That's another. I'm gonna be doing a joint with them at some point in this new year. Those are my guys. But aside from me and Pop, like, I don't see anybody my age really rapping like this. Me and him are the same age. I think maybe he might be a year younger or my age or older than me or whatever.
He's been doing it for a while,
but he's been doing it pretty much. I would have to say we came out at the same time. Like
Nice.
we when he came out on Flex, I think that's when my whole shit started popping off too. So it's like, you know what? Aside from the two of us, I just don't really see. And excuse me if I'm forgetting anybody. I'm sure that there's probably other people that I know that's out here doing it. But I really don't see anybody out here like that, staying consistent, that's doing what I'm doing at this age with this style of hip hop, you know? And I'm also trying to bridge the gap. Like a big thing that people don't realize is like nobody out here is able to really bridge the gap like that. A person that's my age, a kid that's my age or whatever, or younger than me, they're gonna look at like there's been a whole separate like old head and mumble rapper. You know what I mean? There's such a disconnect that like I'm so in between that I put people on that are my age, let's say, or around my age, onto music that I grew up listening to that they would have never been able to hear if they didn't hear my rap style. You know, they check out my Spotify and whatever, they listen to my music and they're like, oh, this is fire. And they go and, you know, Lil Dee radio or artists like Lil Dee, whatever, and they're gonna see Wu-Tang and they're gonna see all these Mobb Deep and all these legends and stuff that they would have never even seen because it's not, you know, it's different. Like in rock music, if you're coming out as a rock artist, you're gonna still pay homage to Kiss and Billy Joel and all these like rock legends. In hip hop, it's like it'll be the 50th birthday of hip hop and people won't even post it. I remember when it was Hip Hop 50 and a bunch of these rappers who are mainstream right now don't even know who Kool Herc is, and they don't even know, you know, Sedgwick Avenue and all that. Like you got to know where you're coming from, you know,
right.
And that's a big thing for me. So
heavy.
that's something that I always want to do, and I'm hopeful and I'm faithful in the fact that as long as I continue to stay consistent and grind with this shit for real, that I'm gonna be able to these, even to the mainstream and to these radio stations and to these freestyle platforms and everywhere, that they're gonna see someone who looks like me, who's my age, who's doing this, that can bridge the gap. That's a main goal for me.
So one thing I want to say is, you know, we got to give flower to the OGs and the people that came before us.
Yep.
Correct?
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What I would say for you, my actual advice and my opinion is, we got to look at it now for you and for yourself to look at it. You are now what our OGs was in the past of the era now in the future.
Yeah.
And I think that that's very important.
It's important.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because
hell yeah, bro.
You're somebody, like you said, somebody has to bridge a gap and somebody has to educate the culture.
For
You know what I'm saying? And Trase knows I've played a position in that as well as a promoter. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, I look at the DJ era, the artist era, and I just feel like the promoter life, you know, was missing from the story of it because we connected the artists and the DJs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just looking at the list of who was a promoter at certain times, and then they did this, they did that, and who was a DJ, et cetera, et cetera. So I really want to applaud you for, you know, being a standout guy, being a leader, and, you know, congrats, and continue to carry it forward, because right now you definitely in the position to lead the next generation.
Nah, I appreciate that, man. It means
And
a lot,
like you
man.
said, with people like Pop
thank you.
around, y'all could.
Yeah.
When you talk about bridging the gap, like you were saying earlier, you gotta be fucking have those type of also artists around you as well.
Yeah.
You got to connect with those artists. You got to connect for you guys because you can't do it alone. I mean, as much as you can probably do it,
that's
you know.
a big struggle for me right
it
now
would
too,
be,
because
right?
you know what? Like I've gotten pretty much as far as I could possibly get alone. Like I'm out here. All of the things that I've done, I did with no manager. I did with no publicist. I did with no label backing. Never had one. Not once. Listen, things have come across my table,
Right.
but at the end of the day, if it's somebody that's just trying to make a quick buck or the deal doesn't match up or it's just not right, then I'm not going to take it. You hear stories of artists every single day that get either shelved or they have disputes with the label. You saw it with Wayne, you saw it with Uzi, you see it with all these different people, and it's like, you know what? That's not going to be me. Like, I believe in my talent. I believe that I've honed my craft and put in my 10,000 hours, and it's mine. You know, this is me. So, listen, but I'm definitely in talks with some people, trying to talk to as many people as possible, trying to build the right team around me. That's what I'm missing. But also, I will also want to say, like, to build on that point with bridging the gap, like, who's the GOATs right now that everybody says, like, people still talking about Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake.
Right.
Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake all came out when I was in elementary school.
Right.
Nobody's coming out right now.
Right.
Who's out right now? And all the rappers that I shouted out that I'm doing joints with, listen, like they're really putting on for it and they got their audience. You know, Griselda opened up a whole lane that was missing, but it's still not, to my opinion, where it needs to be. Like, there's no new Kendrick Lamar that's coming out now. You know, there's no new J. Cole that's coming out now. And if there is, we're not seeing them. I always say, and this is something people trip out, you guys are going to trip out when I say this, if Michael Jackson was coming out today, he would have to do TikTok videos to get noticed.
Right. Right.
He would have to do TikTok videos.
Thank you for
He would have to
Thank you
go.
for
No,
telling
listen.
me.
He would,
It's
I
the
get it,
truth,
I get it, I get it.
Trace.
That's no way
I
near
get it.
disrespect.
I don't want this
He finally
motherfucker to
gets
come
it.
in.
He
no,
finally
listen.
gets it.
No, I'm just saying. Michael Jackson.
That's disrespectful, though. That
Just
was
not.
disrespectful.
No, I'm.
No, it was.
I'm just saying. No, the
No,
greatest.
that's my opinion.
the
I'm
greatest-
entitled to my
But how
opinion.
is it
So you can
disrespect,
stay
though?
in the past.
No, but how is it? How are you taking it as disrespect?
No, I'm saying. I think you misunderstood it. I'm saying
I understood
the greatest
exactly
artist
what
of all
y'all
time,
said.
Michael Jackson, the greatest
I-
artist of all
but what
time.
I'm
know
saying
y'all
is-
said.
would have to
Yes.
put a caption on his thing, on his video,
Yes.
and trying to find good
I don't-
hooks to get
It's very
people in
true.
his
I
thing.
don't-
You know?
I
That's
don't-
very true.
The reason why I'm not gonna believe that, in my opinion, is because when you talk about somebody like Michael Jackson, he ain't have no typical fans like, you know, like a regular artist.
You saying had.
He didn't have.
You talking about today,
Hold on,
Trace.
he
It's
didn't.
a different era.
Y'all gotta
We're
listen.
talking about
to-
today's
y'all-
era. Why
y'all
you
got-
bringing up
y'all
then,
got-
though?
Hold on,
y'all
hold
got-
on.
Y'all
I'm
gotta
listening,
listen
I'm
to what I'm
listening,
saying. Y'all spoke. Now I'm gonna speak.
It's crazy.
He don't got Beyonce, you know, he don't got Beyonce, Jay-Z, supporters. He had more than that. He was considered bigger than life.
Yes.
So to compare him, to put him in a situation like that where you would say that he would need social media to be just as big, you got to think about the type of artist he was and the type of fan base before you say something like that.
But-
now, if you say that about somebody like that's beneath his accomplishments or his audience, then I would understand that.
We're not
But-
taking
so
away
hold on a
his. We're
second,
not
but-
taking away his
but
credentials.
Michael Jackson now.
You're
Go ahead.
confusing it.
Nah, but wait,
Engineer, go ahead.
I just
The
wanna say
engineer
this.
want to talk.
No,
Hold on, the
no.
engineer want to
This
say
is the
something.
Fix Show. I want to speak.
Go ahead.
Go
I
ahead.
want to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Saying?
D is not discrediting.
No, I'm not. That's
what
my
Michael
favorite
Jackson
artist
has
ever.
Done what he's speaking
I
to.
didn't
is-
say you discredited.
but
I'm
hear-
just saying
hear
I
what
don't
I'm
agree
saying.
with
are,
it.
basically.
You are.
I'm saying that I don't agree with it.
You don't agree with if Michael Jackson was still alive and still doing
It's
what
not
he's
even
doing.
alive. It's not even alive.
I know.
If Michael Jackson was born in
That's what
2004,
I'm trying to explain to him. That's what
Like
I'm trying
when
to,
I was born,
That's what I'm trying to
he
say.
would have to-
That's what I'm trying to tell you, Trace. That's what he's saying. He's saying if there was somebody right now
That was that great.
that is like 15 and young Michael right now,
Yeah, young Michael.
not Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? A young Michael right now. He would have to get on TikTok, Instagram,
Okay,
Twitch,
this-
et cetera, and
Okay,
post
So
it.
wait.
this is. I'm gonna let you say something before we get to the game.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is a talk show. Am I right, D?
yes.
Do I have to agree with everything you say?
No.
Okay,
It's different
so
opinions.
I have my own opinion, and I disagree with
no,
it.
listen, I
But
respect
wait,
your
okay,
opinion.
okay, but hold on, Trace.
Go ahead. No,
Go ahead,
hold on.
Dottie,
Go
ahead,
ahead.
Dottie, go ahead, Dottie.
So real quick, I just wanted to say the reason I disagree is because I think people are generational, right? Like there's always generational talents that come along. LeBron James is a generational basketball player. Michael Jordan is a generational basketball player. you have generational people that come on that's influential when it comes to media, right? Casanat has become one of the most generational streamers to ever hit the internet, right? So I think it would have been the same thing for Michael. Once he gets down to play, just because of who he is, he would have been a generational talent when it comes to music.
Dottie.
We had the Kanye West.
Dottie.
We
Let me
had
ask
Lil
you-
Uzi.
let me ask you a quick question.
Your only thing you're missing is what he said.
Exactly.
They would have to
They
go
would have
on
to,
these
'cause
platforms
they
to
would-
be that person to
Thank
still
you.
get
But
noticed.
what I'm saying
While
is,
you're saying is it would not have been no Justin Bieber shit where, maybe it could have been where he's
No,
on
but that's what I'm
YouTube.
saying. I think
it's
people-
still a platform. It's still not where it was where he came out where, no, nigga, you heard his
Y'all
voice.
didn't have YouTube then.
Yeah, you heard his voice. You knew he was going to be it. Like, that was
no,
just
but
it.
I also,
Who we talking
but I
about? Who we
also
talking
think,
about?
I also
Talking about
think,
Michael.
no, but
yeah,
listen,
yeah.
I got you, I got you.
Today's time, no matter, you would still to be that generational
Right.
talent. You would
Yes.
have to come out
Yeah,
on
but
this
what I'm saying,
platform.
all right,
can
so
say
wait,
that- I can
wait,
say
listen,
that.
listen.
Okay, let me
Listen
ask
to-
you a quick
one
question.
One sec. You did not get popping on. All right, let me put this on D. You didn't get popping on social media. You got popping because you was out in the streets and somebody noticed
That's not
you.
true.
That's not true. I got
That's not
popping
true.
on social
That's
media.
not
You
true.
just said that.
No, that's not
No,
true.
I said
No.
no. I'm popping in the. I'm popping outside right now.
Because you put in the work outside.
No,
That's what.
no,
it
I
came
got
from
blew.
YouTube.
If I never,
Alright.
if I never got reposted,
But who noticed you
who's
when you
the-
was rapping next to you? You said somebody was next to
no,
you.
no,
that noticed
Michael
you in your
Rapaport
city.
saw me on
Who
the.
saw you in your city? Nims put you out, and he said, "What he
Oh,
did?
yeah, Nims
He
put me
stopped
out.
cars, and everybody
No,
started
yeah,
noticing
yeah.
you for the rapper you are." That's
Yes.
what I'm saying. That's the same thing that happened to Jin, the rapper. That's how he got noticed. He was outside in the mall rapping all the time. Somebody noticed him, and then
No
put him on the
disrespect.
radio.
No
They
disrespect.
put him on the platform
No
with their
disrespect.
name.
No disrespect.
With their name.
No disrespect.
So
But
that's what I'm saying. Nims
there-
had his back
Jen-
and called
Jen
him.
is, Jen is
hold on.
not to be talked about
Hold on,
in the
hold on,
space
hold
of
on.
having different type of combos right
Facts.
now.
I'm just saying.
Hold on.
This shit is
Everybody
corny.
had their own
Shit is
opinions. Cool. Let's get to this game so
let's
we can
do
get into this freestyle because this is what we excited about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
okay. So we got a game called You featuring Who, where we ask you, like, for example, Lil Dee featuring what producer, and you gotta answer like
let's get
instantly.
it.
You can't even
Yeah,
think about it.
No, that's fine.
Okay, so we're gonna go around the table, starting with Prez. Go ahead, Prez.
All right, DJ. Go DJ. DJ, you going by
that's cool.
You going by DJ soon? Call him DJ, man. Listen, let's go with R&B artists. Lil Dee featuring who?
Rihanna.
Ooh, why?
She kind of poppy, but she gives R&B
Nah,
too.
listen.
I gotta ask why.
We talking about new R&B or old
It
R&B?
don't matter.
Anybody, any R&B artist.
Because I'm gonna keep it a buck. I got mad love for Rihanna. That's fire music. You know what I mean? She makes hits, man.
That's an instant hit.
And also, she hasn't dropped nothing since 2017. So it would be dope, even if it's my song or not my song. It'd be dope to hear her shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, but
okay.
I mean, that kind of discredits my R&B knowledge a little bit because listen, my dad didn't only play hip hop for me. He used to play old school R&B, you know.
Okay.
Dad is
Fuck
probably
it.
pissed right now.
I don't know. He fucks with Rihanna too. He likes Rihanna.
That's what's up. That's what's
Hey,
up.
everybody
Can I
rocks
get
with
one
her.
more? Can I get one more? Maybe upcoming local, maybe not so big, like actual, maybe possibility that could be
Damn, like R&B artists.
R&B artists, male, female. Don't have to be. You have anybody?
You might help put somebody on the map right
I
now.
low key I don't even have anybody in mind like that. And
Okay,
there's nobody like in my area that at least that I know of. I mean, listen, if you watching and you out here, send me your shit. Like I check my DMs every day, but as far as R&B goes, I mean, I don't know if I'm forgetting anybody or whatever, but I just don't.
It's a dying era.
Yeah,
It's a dying breed.
listen, like I used to bump.
What? I'm just unfortunate. No, listen. Compared to it, hold on. I'm only
Classic
saying that.
R&B?
R&B and
Okay,
hip hop. Let me
yeah.
say that, Trace. Let me say that.
We never hearing the freestyle at this
No,
point.
hold on. Let me say that though. R&B and hip hop, because there's not a lot of hip hop artists that's still linking up with R&B like it was when we was coming up.
Okay.
Can you agree with that? There's not too many rappers that's linking up with R&B to make these real records.
No problem. Go ahead.
I fuck with SWV, you know what I mean? That's my shit.
Great.
Oh, you know what? I take back all my answers because these my Boys to Men, bro. That's my
Okay. Oh,
favorite.
shit.
Copy
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
I got
Go ahead, Chase.
actually a real dope shit with Boys to Men. It was my mom's birthday, and I was taking her to the Boys to Men show in Coney Island, and I got a call the day before because MC Search gave Boys to Men's manager.
Shout out to Search, he's
shout
dope.
out to Search. He gave Boys to Men's manager my number, and he was like, "Yo, the guys fuck with your shit. You know, come backstage after the show."
That's dope.
Yeah, which was dope. So it was my mom's birthday. She was like, "All right, let's go home." I said, "Nah, I got a surprise for you." And we went. She got
that
to
was
meet
dope.
them.
That was dope. Shout out to
So
mama, shout out to mama.
Yeah, shout out to my mom and shout out to
Search.
Boys to Men. Boys to Men's the answer.
Chase Sims, go ahead.
Alright, I don't remember the game. I'm bad at
You
that.
featuring who?
I'm bad at that shit.
You featuring who?
I'ma just ask
God,
my
Trase.
question. You know what I'm saying? If there was a film you could bring back and reinvent today, which film would it be and what character would you be?
Damn. If there was a film, what character would I play?
Yeah. Or at least what film? At least. You know,
I'm gonna keep it 100, right?
I can tell you right now.
It
off
would
the
be
top.
it
Go
would
ahead.
be a terrible movie because it can never be recreated. But to play this character would be my dream. You know, I call myself Coney Montana. I'm gonna have to go with Scarface. It's my favorite movie ever made.
Coney Montana.
okay.
I heard that. In the
Even though it would be a terrible movie. You need people like me.
I
So you can push a fucking finger and say, that's the bad guy, man.
had a,
That's
I had
the
a
bad
different.
guy.
I had a
What do
different.
you think, Saturday Night Fever or something?
I was gonna say you could probably do a good job at a Bronx Tale.
You know what? That would have been my second option. I love that
No
movie.
lie.
You
No
just
lie.
gotta
That's
cut the
how you-
beard. You gotta
No
cut the
lie.
beard
No
and the
lie.
mustache.
No lie for me.
Bronx
I was
Tale
gonna say
crazy.
let's do the Warriors, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
you know what? That's another one, man. That's damn. You guys naming my my top 5 right now.
Okay,
I
so
love the Warriors. That's Coney Island.
right,
you know,
right.
that's my shit.
That's one of my favorites.
right,
Yeah.
so we spoke about R&B. We spoke about movies. We already spoke about producers. So I don't want to say producers. If there was somebody who could direct your music video, it would be D featuring who?
Direct my music video. Shit. Crazy. You know, because I know him and I want to work with him. And hopefully he sees it. Yo, shout out to Benny Boom, man.
Okay, so I
Yeah,
think
that would be
he's a
fire.
legend.
Yeah, that's,
Legend. He's
nah,
a
yeah,
legend.
that's a legend. And you know what? He follows me. We met a few times. You know, he shows love. That would definitely be a dope thing.
Yeah,
That'd be amazing.
yeah. Okay, so it is time, New York. It is time, okay? It is time. We are here live on the Fix Show on the DSN network. We have Lil Dee in the building. Shout to Chase Sims. Shout to Prez, okay? He's here. Are we good? Am I situated over here sound wise?
Wait,
okay, because I can't hear nothing.
Before
over
you
here,
continue
okay?
with your intro, outro, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Party 101.9.
Right.
Shout out
Right.
to Nexus. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to Twitch. We are on there. Please subscribe. Please tap that bell.
Can't
you know
hear
what I'm
nothing,
saying? You can't hear nothing?
No, I'll go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Please tap that bell. Subscribe to us. Stay in tune with us. We got a lot coming. We got a lot more interviews. Lil Dee about to become Danny James.
Danny James.
Right.
Yeah, Danny James.
That's the transition. So Trase, let's hear it.
Right,
Let's
right,
hear
right,
it.
right. Hold on. We going to keep chopping it up with D. We got a little technical
Yeah,
difficulty.
he
over
turned
here.
me
October
off, too.
London.
He turned me off,
Oh,
too.
October London. Look him up when you get a chance to. That's an R&B artist.
Oh,
He's
okay,
coming
yeah,
up.
yeah,
He's
for
kinda
sure.
big.
Hell yeah.
I think he got signed by Snoop too. I think
Oh, word?
I think he's under Snoop shit.
Yeah, keep chopping it up. We gonna get this
Which is,
right.
Death Row. I think he just got signed to Death Row, but he gives me a what you call it? Who's this Marvin Gaye kind of old school feel.
Oh, for
with
real?
with today's R&B.
Who's that dude that's out right now?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
October
back.
London. or
October
something?
London, that's what I said.
That's who you said,
that's what I'm
right?
talking about.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's that.
Yeah, nah, I rock with him. I fuck with
He
his
got a
shit.
sound.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
got
yeah.
that. He got that old.
Nah,
school
you know
that-
what? Then that would have to be my
Today's
my
time.
pick.
I would say today.
Wait,
Nah, he's amazing.
So Lil D, like, is this somebody?
This is
you would-
off.
You would want to. It is off. You would want to battle.
I would battle. I battle anybody, man.
So he got this thing. I don't know if you've seen it. He got this thing on
I
YouTube.
asked him who would he want to battle if he was. You know what I mean? If it was presented.
Bar for bar.
Bar for bar. Who would you like to battle, or who would you like to like go to toe to toe with?
Damn. Damn, I have no idea, man. Who would I want to
Would you enter a battle league?
I have before. And
Okay.
then everybody dropped out after I won my first two. Yeah.
He say, I don't want no trouble.
I started it when I was like 16. I won 2 battles in a row, and then the dude that was supposed to come battle me, he missed his flight a couple times.
Whose fault was that? His?
Come on, man. Always in the building, but you bring the juju, you know that.
Oh man, that's crazy, man. Yeah, so we still trying to fix this.
We
up.
not
gonna-
live, though, right?
We gonna get you right. We gonna.
We not live?
We not
I
live?
can't hear myself either. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Yo, my two boys out there, they could come in and
Yeah, they just make sure they
They
are a
outside?
little quiet.
I got it.
yeah, you got it.
Yep.
Check. Yeah, they right there.
Yo, it's your boy Chase Sims. You already know DSN.
Lil
Fix
D.
Show. Lil D in the building. DJ Trace.
I hear every single one of y'all.
Prez.
What's up with you, man?
Chase Sims. Black Bottle Boys. What's up, my guys? Bro? What's up, bro? Chase Sims. How you doing, my guy?
What's good?
What's up, bro?
What's up with you guys?
How you doing, my guy? Chase Sims.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. Y'all saw my
What's up
message?
with you, bro?
Y'all saw? Yeah.
Yeah, once we got it right. You guys actually right in time. I'm about to do the freestyle.
Play a sound from yours?
We can't hear nothing.
Yeah, I can't hear no.
What's up, man? You good?
Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah,
Because the aux is not working.
Yeah, we about to.
but we heard it earlier.
I heard.
I heard something just now.
What's up? Nope. I'm good, bro. Everything is good. Shit.
I hear the static when you're moving that way. So
Yeah, now there we go.
You are now.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
I guess I'll get another wire or whatever.
Yeah.
It makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta go.
Are we
So,
good? We good?
Let's
we
get
good?
live, man. Okay. So, representing New York City by the way of Coney Island.
Check.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't hear myself.
You can catch him on MSG right now.
Facts.
One of the best lyricists that we've heard in a long time in his age group right now.
I don't get tricks either.
All we hear is his audio.
Okay? He go by the name of Lil Dee. He's here. We good? We good? We all right?
Just stop it.
Once again, Lil Dee representing Coney Island. He's here.
Let's get it.
All right? First freestyling years on the Fix Show. Let's go. You know what it is.
You are now tuned in to the Fix Show. This is a Fix Show exclusive.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's go, Lil Dee.
You know the
Coney
vibes,
Island.
man.
What's up?
Coney Island. Let's
Right.
go.
Right.
I'm a gorilla in the fucking coop. I'm feeling finito from Coney Island. No Puerto Ricans yelling mighty cone. Catch a body though on Giuliani and de Blasio. I run New York. I'm my 1990s John Gotti flow. Might hit your bitch's cookie. This my empire, ho. Fuck it on the low. You rappers comical. You gotta go. Knock them down like some dominoes. Osama flow in my 911 Porsche, waiting for the bomb to blow. Back the fuck up. I'm fucked up. Pressure, tough luck. I buck. Any rapper if I think they suck. What? Take your mother by the mouth and bust nut. The young buck, no diddy, but one punch your face is puffed up. This is Coney, fuck I look like showing rappers some mercy. Step a foot inside New York, I throw you back into Jersey. Stomp out any rapper on the track, this shit dirty. And in the back, have the young drill cats getting sturdy. I came from nothing. Who the greatest? Ain't no discussion. Take your favorite rapper buzz and leave his cranium gushing. Acting cavalier, thinking you the bravest or something. I'm Jalen Brunson, man, they can't even function. I'm like watching Kanye break his jaw and drop out of college again. The way Danny done polished his pen, I demolished. They ain't acknowledging him because his skin make him write him off as another Logic or Slim. But on the low they tape the fade when I knock out his chin so hard it made his fucking hair follicles thin. And I've been different since I got in the gym. I sling dick like Pete Davidson. Someone call up a Kim because my hoe so Brooklyn she could swallow with Tim. Ass so fat that it would pop to a skim. I'm Michael Jordan on the court, rocking again. Now fuck it, I'm Pac playing birdie. I'm ballin' sitting on top of the rim. It's D. What?
Hold on.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
New York shit, man.
Yo,
Hold on.
D.
Yeah.
Can we do some impromptu real quick? Hold on, man.
Oh shit.
What's up?
Hold on.
Lil D here in the Fix Show.
Okay.
What's up? Hey, boss.
Just killed that shit.
What's up? What we doing, D?
All my old school idols said that they would never back me, saying they had plaques back when I had acne. Facts, I'ma do it by myself alone, and I'ma give them hell while you in the elder home. I'm El Capone, you can refer to me as your grace. Step in the room, it's an emergency in the place. Talking about me, they gon' do surgery on your face. Give them Snoop Smoke, it's a murder, we on the case. They judge, my man trap on dirt and he running bass. I see you dummies hate, you bitches is straight tripping. I'm dunking on these rappers, it's plick like Blake Griffin. Got the Drake vision, bottles, I'm pounding they cake, dick and green girls. Women I never even imagined of. You stupid thinking that what equates to the cash is love. I seen the prettiest every time that I pack the club. Sucking bitches, blood sucking bitches and Draculas.
Hold on, man. Big fix.
Yeah, come on, man.
We had to keep it Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh man, Lil D in the building.
Damn, we
first.
just burned that shit. I don't know if we can have anybody.
I don't know.
They gonna have to
He
be
set the
prepared. They
bar.
come back and rap after that.
He set the bar.
That's
today.
crazy.
He
I
set
knew it was
the
gonna be
bar.
fire. I knew
Man,
that.
you know I had to
He-
come
he-
here and show
he-
love. You know.
he
Shout
set
out
the
Danny
bar.
James, man. That's
He
heavy.
set the bar. You know what I'm saying? He set the bar. That was super dope. We appreciate you coming out. We know you a busy young man out there doing your thing.
It's all
You,
love.
you want to give some shout outs? You want to let people know what's coming up? What you got going on?
Nah, man. Check out my new single, Walk Through the Rain. It's out now on all streaming. My song, No Home, is dropping in December, so check that out. I got a project that I'm working on with my guy, Lil Vic. It's called The Boy Who Lived. It's going to be like probably one of the first projects I drop as Danny James, you know. So, you know, shout out to everybody out there supporting me. If you're not tapped in with me, you can find me on all streaming platforms, Lil Dee, Lildee, and all social medias, Lil Dee Raps, Lildee Raps. And yo, shout out to my guys over here. These are my guys since I'm in middle school. When I was telling y'all I was in middle school, I used to battle, you know, and nobody was really fucking with my shit. These two right here, they were the only people in the world that didn't have the same blood that I had, like my family, that was really supporting me, and they still my guys to this day. So shout out Devontae, shout out Lavelle.
That's
Lil
dope.
D,
That's
guys.
dope.
independent
That's dope,
shows coming up too.
Yeah.
He got some shows coming up. Check him out with it. We go.
Nah, definitely tap in.
For the fans.
We got some shows coming up. Just stay tuned. I'm gonna put it up on the gram. I'm gonna put it up on my broadcast channel, whatever. You know,
Yeah.
just check me out. I'm here.
Next time you come, we're gonna invite you again for the new year for 2025. You know what I'm saying? Next time you come, I'm gonna be on the set. And this time we're gonna switch the beats up here and there.
Yeah, let's
you
do
know
that.
What I'm saying? We're gonna
Let's
go
definitely do that.
fully.
That's what
crazy
I
on
love that.
You know
I
what
love
I'm
that.
saying?
That's
You
my
feel me?
favorite shit. Let's do it next time.
Yeah, man. And you know, before.
She could swallow it.
Yeah, we do a drop. And
Well,
I
yeah,
like to, in front of this man, I like to invite you to Chase Sims' birthday party.
I
man.
would love that, bro. For sure.
You know what I'm saying? In December, it's going to be one
Let's
of the
do it,
biggest
man.
parties in New
For
York.
sure.
Let's
you
do
know what
it.
I'm saying?
Hell
Black
yeah.
Bottle Boys
Yeah.
be there. We might have you do a little.
We're gonna give him the mic.
I'll be there, man. As long if I don't have a show or nothing booked that day, I lock it in my
Bro.
calendar.
Let's
Right,
do it. Let's
man.
do
Give
it.
him the
I'm
date.
there.
What's the
No,
date, Chase
December
Sims?
26th is a Thursday.
December 26th,
December.
Thursday.
Crowd pleaser.
Put it
Crowd
on the
pleaser.
All right,
calendar.
bet.
Yeah.
So you got
I slide through to the next
19th,
thing, and then
yeah.
once we off, I'll put it in my
You feel
calendar.
me? We got some dates.
Yeah, we
for
got
you,
some
you
things
know?
coming up.
Okay, man. Lil D, he's here. He
Yeah.
set the bar. Shout to Chase Sims.
Yeah.
Shout to Prez.
Hello.
Shout to our engineer T. You know what I'm saying? DWI, what's up, man?
And shout out to Michael Jackson.
Yeah, shout out to Michael Jackson, man. Shout out to Michael Jackson, man. Well, no, but you know what? We had some good conversations.
Yeah, it was good
We're gonna
convo.
put up some polls. He's gonna
Yeah.
put up some polls.
Yeah.
We're gonna see
Yeah.
what the people feel.
We gotta see what they feel, bro.
Everybody's entitled to their own
Nah,
opinions.
you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
These are
One
like
more question, or
assholes,
no?
bro. Everybody has.
I got time for one more question?
We got one
Y'all
more.
better
Okay, we got
y'all
one
better
more.
hurry up. I'm trying to get some yips.
I got you.
can't
Hold on.
get no
Right,
yips
right,
like
right.
this,
All right,
man.
I just
They
wanted to get
close
one more.
early.
How you feel about DJs?
How do I feel about DJ?
They don't-
He's
never
really
mind.
trying to
All right,
stay
never
here
mind, never
longer
mind.
than
Never mind, I'm
usual.
fucking-
I could answer. You want me to answer?
Go ahead.
Listen, there's a difference between as the same thing I said about rappers. There's a difference between a DJ and a DJ. Listen, I know a lot of people that DJ, but there's only so many DJs left. You know what I'm
that.
saying?
Say
And
that.
that's a fact. And if
Say
you
that.
know about real hip hop and you know about, listen, a lot of people DJing, they just play a song. You could be a DJ today and just have your Spotify playlist plugged into the
Correct.
aux. But guess what? That's not a real DJ. You know what I mean? Is I gotta show love to all the real DJs out here. We got a real
I ain't
DJ
gonna
right
tell you.
there, man.
We gonna leave it right there, man. We gonna
right there.
You trying to get me started?
We gonna
This is
leave it
gonna
right
be a
there.
3-hour show.
I know.
Leave it right
Listen,
there.
He gave you
I
flowers.
appreciate you. I appreciate it.
I said what's right. I mean,
Right.
a lot of
Right.
people.
No, yeah,
a
I'm
lot
just
of-
saying.
no,
I'm
listen,
just saying.
no,
We
yeah,
keep
yeah.
this conversation
No,
going
yeah, we
because of
can't.
him. This should
Next
be a
time when I
3-hour
come
show.
up and we rap over different beats and shit.
Yeah.
we
Oh, yeah, we gonna get into it.
Yeah,
We gonna get into it. Oh, for
yeah,
sure.
man. Okay, man. So,
All right.
Trace.
Chase Sims.
Prez.
Yeah, man. This
Lil
is the
D.
Fix Show. This is the Fix Show on the DSN Network, DaMatrix Studios.
Yep.
Happy holidays to everybody.
Hello.
We see y'all in December, baby.
Peace.
Yes, sir.
Yup.